In business, nothing is coincidental, or you would be hearing who's losing money. In all of these situations, it's only the artist that's losing. Somebody makes big money. When these rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million.
Comedian Cat Williams has made a startling disclosure, revealing the sinister truth behind the murders of popular rappers and how the white privileged profit from it. According to Williams, these fatalities are part of a calculated plan to make millions. The specifics are mind-blowing, and the ramifications are enormous. Listen in to learn more about this worrying development in the music business. Cat Williams is one of the numerous people revealing the inner workings of Hollywood's elite. Williams claims that high-profile altercations, like Will Smith allegedly slapping Chris Rock backstage at the Oscars, are fabricated by the aforementioned influential people. Williams claims that the purpose of these gatherings is to publicly humiliate and control black celebrities for the benefit of the elites.
Slappable. And if you're gonna slap him, you just need the greatest guy, the bestest guy, the one who's shown us him being on his best behavior.
Supporters are also on board with Cat's assertion. The tweet read, "Elites, as usual, have that slave grip on blacks. They use black celebs or blacks with a little power to divide and conquer and keep us fighting at the bottom. Obvious but simple tactic that always works. But how exactly do white elites take advantage of black rappers and other black celebrities?"
There aren't that many conspiracy theories anymore because we found out that all conspiracy theories, there's a nugget of truth in there.
Sadly, despite his obvious skill, Cat Williams has never been as successful as he should have been as a comedian. Although family problems and legal challenges are contributing factors, there is still something more standing in his way. For as long as anybody can remember, Cat has been speaking out against the corrupt practices of the Hollywood elite in their control of black celebrities. While discussing his role in Scary Movie 5 with Black3 TV in 2013, Cat went into some fascinating depth, including a thesis about black actors being forced to wear gowns on television in order to get to the next level of stardom. This interview was released not long after Kevin Hart's dress-wearing SNL sketch, so keep that in mind. Kevin declined to comment on Dave Chappelle's allegations that black performers feel forced to wear dresses.
Definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. For me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged.
He went on to say that he must guard his reputation at all costs.
You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
Dave Chappelle has gone on record describing a similar experience he had while filming a movie with Martin Lawrence.
He put this dress on, and what? It's a prostitute. Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with it.
The fact that the filmmakers pressured Dave into wearing a dress and portrayed him as tough despite his objections is even more disturbing.
Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress.
Dave, though, was adamant that he would not dress up for laughs.
Wear the dress? I don't want to wear the dress. I want to wear this dress. You know what I mean? Oh, gosh, this guy's so difficult.
Fans accused Kevin Hart of selling out to the Hollywood elite when he eventually appeared on SNL in a dress, despite his repeated promises to never do so. This leads us to Cat's response when he was asked for his thoughts on the matter. Since Kevin Hart is neither the first nor the last black actor to have worn a dress prior to finding success in Hollywood, the issue, he said, goes much beyond Hart alone.
Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we have Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Cat claims that Kevin Hart was Elite's next target.
Saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
Kevin Hart's career took off after he appeared in a dress on Saturday Night Live, earning him starring roles in major motion pictures and selling out arenas. While Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle have seen considerable success in the comedy industry, neither has achieved the same level of widespread popularity as Kevin. Even Cat Williams has opened up about the seedy underbelly of the entertainment industry, saying that the elites of Hollywood have a stranglehold on black celebrities through questionable means. Williams claims that he and Dave Chappelle fell short of Hart's level of mainstream fame because they refused to join the Illuminati or allow the elites to rule them.
The Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Cat also acknowledged his naivete at the outset, saying that he didn't realize the gravity of speaking out against the industry's most influential figures. It was only through trial and error that he finally grasped the scope of his adversary's might.
I didn't understand that. They had to sting me a million times. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little.
You might already be aware that the media has smeared Cat Williams' name. The tabloids have sensationalized and inflated the events to make him seem unstable, but it's true that he's had a few public problems. If you're wondering why he never tried to defend himself, Cat explained that he gave up after realizing that challenging the tabloids and exposing the people who control the media is a game that might end in tragedy.
If your mouth is really, really big and you try to tell the truth for a living and you like to air people out, hatred is coming your way.
But Cat Williams isn't the only famous person to bring attention to this problem. Many other famous black people, including Kanye West, Dave Chappelle, and many more, have spoken out against the unfair treatment of black rappers by the elites in Hollywood. Several interesting truths about the Hollywood elite are also revealed by Dave Chappelle. It's common knowledge at this point that the star has worked in show business since he was a teenager and that his claims have sent shockwaves around the globe. In an interview, Dave discussed the traumatic experiences of his youth and how those in power attempted to exert control over him as a result.
They were trying to get me to take psychotic medication. Yeah, like I'm sitting around, I was stressed out, but the people that were telling me I was insane, I believe that they knew what was going on.
Dave, as we are all well aware, is exceptionally bright. He always saw these things coming and picked his battles intelligently as a result. He said he witnessed the following.
I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me. So I'm not taking this medicine, man, because I know these people be trying to control you or maybe discredit you. I was afraid.
David elaborated by saying he learned the hard way that getting away from the bad guys who were trying to suffocate him was the greatest way to break free. Now, we all know what they do now. They either give someone a false diagnosis to gain access to them and put them on the wrong prescription, or they label you as crazy so that people ignore you. Many of Dave's followers also backed him up and agreed that the industry is wicked to the death. Many black celebrities, Kanye West said not too long ago, are under the sway of the elites.
Out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
Of course, Kanye also said the industry was sacrificing human lives, but nobody took him seriously and thought he was crazy. What do you think today, though? Charlamagne Tha God also brought up this topic during an interview with a Business Insider. In response to his question on why the industry is actively seeking out artists to recruit and actively encouraging a culture of substance abuse, he offered the following explanation.
It's opportunistic. Yeah, I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
He has absolutely no remorse for his cruel actions, as you heard for yourself. Furthermore, Kanye exposed the seedy underbelly of the music business by publicly speaking out. Let's get his side of the story.
Apple, right now, go to Apple Music. Let's load up the top 10 songs. I guarantee you they're promoting black serial killing.
He makes strong accusations such that the media profits from the deaths of black people, and as a result, the system cuts him off.
The truth is this, a bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives. The record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is obsessed with death.
Kanye isn't completely crazy to be worried. The homicide rates of black musicians and rappers are through the roof. To ignore the influence of the culture being promoted through their music and the fact that they are being used as a puppet is naive.
The industry's obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people, but they're encouraging you to push it on yours.
The record companies and Hollywood elites are to blame for encouraging young black guys to resort to violence so that they can profit from it and treat them no differently than slaves.
Just one. They're promoting black. The red media is making money off of blacks being serial killers to each other. Also misogynistic.
It takes a lot of guts for Kanye to point out that the wealthy are profiting from the dangers black musicians face. Despite the tragic loss of so many talented musicians, black music continues to glorify violence. Fans are happy and stood with black celebs that are raising their voice against Hollywood elites for sacrificing black rappers. One of them tweeted, "Truth, years of propaganda geared towards black folks have created this, from celebs to sports. I've been seeing many more blacks starting to speak out against it, and I'm hoping the trend continues. Black versus white isn't the issue, it's the elite class versus everybody that's good." Another one is supporting Kanye for exposing elites and protecting black rappers. Damn ye, slavery wasn't a choice then, but now it is. Black just don't want to stand up for themselves. If this story doesn't wake the rich black celebs all over the world, we will forever be slaves. Even if you have millions in the bank, you'll still be less human to them. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye.